Greetings to my team of 144, all Starseeds, Lightworkers, and Wayshowers. It is 9/7/2019, September 7th. Another very still morning here. I was visited this morning by a black and white little angel with gold eyes. His name is Tarot, like the tarot deck, and he is a little angel. Every time I see him, he comes galloping up to me and diving into my arms. He really brings me a lot of joy. It's a messenger of the Great Spirit, and he has the loudest purr ever. So it's going to be a big week ahead, a big weekend. We have several transmissions and updates today. Many people are saying September is going to be the month to remember. Many prophecies are coming to fruition. Many prophecies will be manifest this month. And this coming week is going to be a big week with the 9/9 portal and the 14th and full moon into the next week, the 17th. Another portal into the equinox. It's going to be a big month. I start training the Divine 44 this Monday as the 999 portal opens. And the first session will be with Divine Goddess in Lebanon, beloved Lebanon. The Cedars of Lebanon have always held a special place in my heart, also with the works of Khalil Gibran, who is a poet, Lebanese-American writer and poet. I have many of his books in my personal library. My Library of Alexandria, which I've always been surrounded by books since I was a little child. Started reading when I was about 3 years old, and I sleep amongst the books under a copper pyramid with a crystal and amber stone from the apex and the four corners with divine feathers that were gifted to me over the years from the Great Spirit, Divine Mother, Father, God, the Holy Spirit, which helps me fly on the wings of the divine during dream time and awake time. I'll keep you up to date this week on what manifests through the Divine 44, which are here to assist all of humanity through this great ascension process. Today's first transmission is from Suzanne Lee, Dr. Lee, with the Arcturians, reading light language. The shift is now. Dear Arcturians, can you comment on the vision I had of a huge whale with wings who was deep inside the ocean? Dearest Suzille, we are happy to answer these questions for you and for your readers. Our message begins with, this shift is now, but you can only perceive it when your consciousness resonates to the fifth dimension and beyond. We do wish to remind you that when we say now, we are not speaking of the 3D now, in which it is time to do something. When we say now, we mean it is the now, in which you can leave the illusion of time. It is within that now that you can experience the shift because your consciousness is calibrated to the fifth dimension. The forces of darkness that have worked against Gaia's ascension since the fall of Atlantis have lost their battle to control Earth. However, the cleaning up process will take more 3D time to be completed. Fortunately, many of our volunteers are opening portals to the fifth dimension and holding these portals open. Then the higher frequency light streaming through these opened portals can greatly assist those who are cleaning up the lies and dominations that have invaded Gaia's planetary since the later days of Atlantis. These higher frequency light streams are entering Gaia in order to clear some of the many illusions that are hiding in the darkness. It is the now to focus on clearing illusions as well as the now to focus on the frequencies in between your higher states of consciousness and your third and fourth dimensional consciousness. In this manner, number 1, your third dimensional consciousness self, 2, your fourth dimensional dream state and creative self, and 3, your fifth dimensional superconscious expression of self. These different frequencies of awareness, consciousness can be fully connected to each other, as well as connected to your own third dimensional self. This connection is the reason why these different expressions of your multidimensional self are beginning to awaken within your consciousness. Once these frequencies of self are connected within your consciousness, even if you are not aware of that connection, you will begin to merge your third, fourth, and fifth dimensional states of your consciousness into your third-dimensional earth body. In other words, you will consciously or unconsciously begin to become aware of your innate multidimensional consciousness, your higher expressions of self, your mundane consciousness of daily life, your states of consciousness in between your daily life and your fourth and fifth dimensional self. It is when this connection is made that you will begin to increasingly interact with all the higher realms. The whale being at the top of this writing is representative of your deepest unconscious self. The challenge of this deep self is that this magnificent being can only communicate with you when you totally surrender to this experience. Also, and or when you lose contact with the whale being, you will need to relax into and then enter a circular light that precedes another message from the whale. We hear you ask us to remind you what your unconscious whale being in the deepest ocean of your unconscious has told you. We will assist you to remember. Look now at the whale being's huge wings. Of course, the wings were not of feathers, but of the same skin as the rest of his body. These wings are similar to the whale's flippers, which are similar to human arms. The whale's flippers' transmutation into huge wings is much like humanity's arms transmuting into wings. You are all receiving light language messages, but these messages often wait in your higher states of consciousness, and until it is the now to be revealed to all. Light language originates in the fifth dimension and beyond. Your third dimensional brain is not calibrated to download that frequency of information, but it can capture the pictures and feelings. Light language is much like dream language. Therefore, if you, the grounded ones, document your dreams when you awaken, it will create a strong foundation for understanding the light language that accompanies all of our crop circles and channeled transmissions. We will now go into detail about the images that accompany your light language messages, which are actually messages that come through you rather than just to you. A whale is a kind and loving being who never hurts anyone. Whales are dedicated to their pods and their children. They are huge creations that leave no negative footprints on the body of Gaia. Water is a symbol of emotion. The deep ocean is a symbol of the emotions that are deep within your unconscious mind. As you connect with the whale, allow yourself to see the higher dimensional circle of light in the midst of your deep own unconscious mind. You will then need to totally surrender to that light and free yourself of all expectations. Listen as you hear the huge whale reminding you to let go. Once you fully connect with the light, it will become very clear that the whale has huge wings, where once it had relatively small flippers. The deep love streaming from the whales is now surrounding you, and is sending you the love of the truth. Whales live within the truth and send it into the dark waters that surround them. Many humans on Earth have experienced being a whale on Sirius B, thus many of you can identify with the whale as you. The message to you and through the whale is, if you can find the light hidden within your deepest unconscious, you will be able to connect with deep wisdom within that you have likely ignored. For many years, humanity has thought of the unconscious as a place where negative secrets are stored. Your interfacing with the whale assists you to remember your unconscious consciousness of wisdom, power, and love. This unconscious consciousness sweep deep inside your inner ocean of emotion. It is within this ancient ocean of emotion where your greatest wisdom, power, and love reside. Wisdom, power, and love has transmuted you into a majestic whale with flippers that create, maintain, and share the messages that they have received as they soared into the higher dimensions of outer space. This wisdom, power, and love will assist you to transmute into the higher dimensional expression of your multidimensional self. We, the Arcturians, have sent out this message many times. However, it is more personal and has greater meaning when you see it, feel it, surrender to it, and deeply experience this message through your own inner light. Unfortunately, too often, your innate inner light is hidden in the deepest oceans of your unconscious mind. You have been indoctrinated to believe that if you share these sacred secrets, that people would think that something is wrong with you. You have been told again and again that you need to get better, that you should be mortified if you do something wrong, or if your body or looks are not good enough, if your body is not like a movie star's body, television commercials have been very successful tools of the cabal to diminish the self-esteem of those who watch it. Fortunately, TV commercials will soon and are increasingly ending. People are choosing to enjoy their entertainment via a medium that is not based on commercials. In fact, commercials have a great deal of subliminal information that is unconsciously perceived by the viewer. The subliminal information riddles your third-dimensional media by creating invisible negative thought forms. Because these negative controlling messages are subliminal, they are often stored in your unconscious mind. You then unconsciously are guided to do what the subliminal messages tell you to do, or else you will lose your friends, get fat, be unhappy, lose your job, the list goes on and on. It is for this reason that we, your galactic family, are reminding you how to read light language. Light language is beyond your third-dimensional mind's ability to perceive. Therefore, it is often stored in your unconsciousness, along with that which you have repressed. Yes, it is true that you have repressed past negative memories. However, you have also repressed memories of very positive events that you know you could not share with others, such as your meeting with higher beings or visits to our starships. Fortunately, a very wise whale is developing within your conscious and unconscious mind. Once you have remembered how your unconscious mind-body reads light language and other higher dimensional communications, you have an instant antidote for the negative subliminal messages that litter your third-dimensional reality. To read light language, you must first recognize the feel of it, as well as how to discern it from negative symbolic nonverbal language, such as within commercials. Many commercials make you feel not good enough and that you need to improve. On the other hand, light language makes you feel loved, honored, and vastly important just the way you are now. Light language is filled with unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, unconditional acceptance, and violet fire. Therefore, when you receive light language, you feel happy, honored, euphoric, or you sob from happiness and joy. This sobbing is a form of deep release from your daily negative indoctrination. This release of I didn't know how upset, confused, and lonely I was until I felt wonderful. This release of fearful emotions stored in your unconscious is one of the primary gifts of light language. Even though your 3D brain may not understand it, your unconscious mind and physical body feel the unconditional love and multidimensional light stored in all light language messages. In fact, this love and light is the marker that proves that it really is light language that is steaming into you from the higher dimensions. We, your galactic family, are continually sending you light language messages. However, the flow of our message through your body can bring on an initiation. An initiation usually arises when you are ready to shift into our higher resonance, but your unconscious mind must be cleared before you can fully accept your well-deserved multidimensional gift. Our channel has not been able to verbally transmit our message because she lost her voice. In reality, she did not lose her voice, she just lost the tones in between the higher and lower frequency. For example, Suziel's throat could express the high and low frequencies of sound, but not the frequencies in between. After her morning meditations on the whale, her voice slowly began to recover and she began able to experience brief moments when the in-between sounds could be expressed. It is then that her voice would come back. In other words, her body received a light language message of, remember, in order to fully connect with the higher frequencies of reality, you will need to join your conscious self with your superconscious self, and then add your unconsciousness self to ground your energy field in Gaia. It is the joining of your unconscious self, your conscious self, and your superconscious self with the consciousness of inner whale that your unconscious self can dive deep down in the waters of emotion and then soar up towards the sky as you breach into the in-between. Since light language arises from your highest expression of self and penetrates deep into your unconscious self, it is best perceived as if you have fully connected with your superconscious self with your unconscious self. In this manner, you can also remember how to read light language messages via the events of your daily life. When you are consciously connected to all the full range of your life, you can be fully connected to the full range of life on Earth. As your consciousness expands into higher frequencies of light, you will consciously perceive any darkness, which is actually fear, that you tucked away in your unconsciousness mind. Perhaps you hid that darkness, fear, negative behaviors, and old wounding in your unconscious mind because you did not believe that you could face them. But fortunately, as your inner light grows brighter, you will have more and more courage to consciously perceive and heal the dark secrets you have hidden in your unconscious self. Then, once this illusion of darkness is healed, your innate wisdom, power, and love are revealed. This wisdom, power, and love liberate your innate, loving whale being of wisdom, power, love, and light. This you was always within you, but you hide it in your unconscious in order to protect it from a world that could not believe in your inner whale or in your inner self. As you heal and honor your past, you will have enough faith in yourself to live in the now of the one that your inner whale has revealed. Within the now of the one, you are fulfilling your reason for incarnation. Within the now of the one, you are free of past disappointments and future fears. Within the now of the one, you are the best and highest version of yourself. Within the now of the one, you no longer need to compare yourself to who you once were or who you should be in the future. Within the now of the one, you can remember to unconditionally love, unconditionally forgive, and unconditionally accept yourself. Within the now of the one, you are free of the polarities and illusions of the third-dimensional world and are able to perceive the multidimensional light of the one that is flowing into your life. With the now of the one, you are home, and home is where you have always been. Please join us in that now, for you are one of us, your galactic family, the Arcturians. From Dr. Suzanne Lee, multidimensions.com. Many people will be connecting with the Arcturians and the Andromedans this coming week. Today from Elizabeth Peru, thousands of souls are waking up this week. I said in this week's tip-off forecast that the cosmic energy and alignments are ripe this week for thousands of souls to wake up to their spiritual reality, and for those who have woken up to rise into their next level of spiritual advancement. Have you felt this happening to you? Are you acting from a more responsible, mature, and caring standpoint? It can often take a personal crisis to induce a wake-up call to who you truly are. Something that rocks our world, shakes our paradigm, and opens the doors of perception to a new, heart-opening, and deep cosmic reality. This weekend, why not decide to walk through those doors to your liberation? And the image in this video today with the whale flying above the clouds is titled Flying Whales by Tiago Silverio. And the whales and dolphins are coming to many people in dream time and in meditation and in visions. So we're connecting with the angels of the sea, of the oceans, of the sky, of the air, of the earth, of the ethers, the ethers. From today's Dream Spell Journey by Valon Votan and Balon Ilk, Kin 57, the Overtone Tower of Synchronicity. Today's Kin 57, Overtone Earth, 5 Earth, synchronizes with 11 Chu Wen in the ancestral Maya real time, which is equivalent to Dream Spell Kin 11, the kin of Jose Arguelles Valon Votan, 7 September 2019, NS 1.32.2.16, Kin 57, Red Overtone Earth. The code for the day: I empower in order to evolve, commanding synchronicity. I seal the matrix of navigation with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of life force. Harmonic 15, Galactic Matrix, self-regulate universal fire of integrity. Let us know in the comments below this video what you're feeling, seeing, experiencing today. Any synchronicities, any ascension feelings, symptoms. It helps other lightworkers, loveworkers that watch these videos and read the comments to let them know they are not alone in this great journey that we're going through, this great ascension process. So we have a big weekend and a big week ahead with this massive 999 portal. I'll keep you up to date throughout the week as I connect with love workers, the Divine 44, that are stationed all over this realm, all over the world, we'll be connecting, training, going on a mission and a journey together. And one of my visions is potentially once a month to bring the Divine 44 together for some kind of live stream of transmissions and connections and energies to transmit to all of you that watch these videos that connect. So be sure to subscribe to the channel below this video. Hit the little bell, click the bell to be notified when we do these update videos. I appreciate each and every one of you for your support, for your connections, for sharing your love and your light with myself and all of humanity at this greatest time in history of life. As we merge all timelines, we break all time loops, and we free all life, all consciousness, and all realms and realities. Aho, brothers and sisters of the light. Miteako yasin. Thank you all that have joined us on this mission for the healing retreat in Ecuador. We're in the research and development phase and connecting and raising funds. So if you want to join us on this mission, we're using a CBD business, the healing oils, to raise funds to manifest this mission for the Healing Retreat Center and Sustainable Community. You can join us on cbdpeaceoil.com. I will be releasing, we filled all the spots for the Divine 44 training, so the next phase, as we go through this training, it's going to take time. I've been working 24/7 on my day job and then also bringing together this next mission. So I'm fully focused. So if I haven't gotten back to you via text, messages on Facebook, I get emails every day. I'm getting hundreds of messages and emails. So there's no way I can keep up with those. I'm right now focusing 100% of my attention and free time, what free time I have, to the Divine 44. And then next we'll be opening for the Sacred 77 for the vision is to train the 144. It'll be a group training. It'll be $22 per session. It'll be once a month. So I'll put that video with the update for that, and very soon put a contact form. And those that have tried to sign up for the Divine 44, I apologize. We had a lot of technical issues. If I didn't get back to you yet, I will. In the near future, I'll put you all on a waiting list. My IT Pro has a database. We weren't getting any of the messages, but all the emails were saved into some database that he has to access. And he's been working overtime to keep this thing going. We've been getting multiple attacks daily. He's one of the greatest IT guys I know, and he said he's never seen anything like this with all the issues and attacks on the website. Just it's constant. So that's just a sign that we know we're on the right track, and the malevolent beings are not happy with that, but that's all right, because we are fully on mission. We are fully activated. Nothing can stop us now. Love has won. We are fully activated, fully on mission. So we're staying out of fear and negativity and focusing our awareness on the ascension, on 5D, on the love, the light, the truth that's at the center of our being. So keep walking your path with heart, beloved beings of light. I love you all. Namaste.